Hi everybody, welcome to the second video of this course, or the first studio session. And in this video I'm going to share some information with you, and also I'm going to set up the project, and I'm going to start and mark, or actually I will first organize the whole project and show you what are the methods, or what are all possible ways how we can organize ourselves. And also I'm going to go through different ways of how we can start a track in order that we be more efficient, more creative, and that we do the whole process much easier and the most enjoyable, which is the main thing when it comes to for making music. As the better we organize this process, the better we will feel during making this music. That means that there's going to be much bigger chances that the track is going to end up much better. So first thing I want to share with you is the listening perception. So by working with many people one-on-one and doing teaching and tutoring and however you're going to call it, I realized that there is one common mistake in almost with working with most of those people. And this is in general, for example, just the perception, like when, let's say, the intro, and then there's this moment of the kick and the bass. So the understanding the kick and bass are the sequence as itself. So only kick and bass in some moments, they are kind of enough for the whole track to bring the whole vibe. As if we have the intro and then we have, let's say, the kick and bass are starting. So it's really nice to give the kick and bass a little bit of space, and we don't need to cover or to add any sounds on top of them, as just the kick and bass as they are going to be one of the best sequences that you will ever do in your tracks. And this is because we are producing the electronic dance music, and we produce the music that actually should move the dance floors. Not many people will listen, actually not that much people will listen our music at home or stream it on the Spotify and YouTube, but our music is going to be played all around the world on the dance floors, and it is made for that. So we are producing or making this music from a sitting position in some cozy environment in the studio, but we are also sitting, we are moving the mouse left and right, we are clicking a lot, we maybe tweak some knobs, but we are not in the same position as the dance floor. Like, our music is going to end up on the dance floor and people are going to dance on our music, but we are not doing the best job if we are not imagining all the time. So if we are aware that our music is meant to be is meant for festivals, or that we are making this music to be played on the dance floors, the decisions are going to be a bit different. So the common mistake which I spoke about is that I find out that many of the students, people that I work with, they kind of make the same mistake. They fill in the more sounds than the track is needed. And in my opinion, in my analyze, I think that this is because, let's say, only kicking the bass. So if we are sitting in the studio, if we are not able to bring the volume up and test the track on a high level, or the amplify it a little bit more, as on the party, like whatever we're going to amplify in the studio, on a party is going to be at least 10 times more amplified. So the perception is not the same as in the studio. If we listen on the lower levels, we're gonna perceive our kick and bass as some small happening in a track, just like tak 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 tak, while if we hear that on the party, it's going to be massive. And in many moments, only the kick and bass are going to be enough. And the kick and the bass dry is going to be the best moments while you start playing your music on the parties, on the festivals, as the most people like about the kick and the bass, about the Psytrance, are the kick and the bass. So this is why me as well got hooked on the Psytrance music, because of that groove, of that rhythm, rolling bass line, even if it's a not rolling bass line, if it's a glided one. But it's just like the kick and the bass will have like huge part in your music. So the moment when there's an intro and the kick and bass start, I see that many times people are start adding a lot of sounds straight away, and they are not letting or giving the space to the groove itself to develop, and also to give an opportunity to the people to experience the kick and bass dry, or just with a little bit of sounds, maybe some noise in the background or something like this. And this is the most common mistake, and just this mistake are gonna cause the whole track to go in certain direction, as if we start adding a lot of single shot sounds at the beginning, and if we are not aware the kick and bass can actually drive the whole track for a decent amount of time, then we're gonna start adding more and more material in order to make the whole game more interesting. And also by playing day by day or session by session the same kick and bass, we're gonna get bored listening to the same kick and bass all over and over. But this is a normal process, and we need to lock our kick and bass. Like if we made that kick and bass, and if we were happy at least 7 days with them, I'm not gonna touch them anymore, because whatever I'm going to listen, the best kick and bass in the world, if I listen for 1 month every day for this amount of time, I'm going to get bored of that kick and bass definitely.